story short, I'm a late 20-something living in Portland, Oregon. I have had a pretty intense emo goth phase as a tween that I thought I had grown out of. A couple of months ago, I was watching a nature program on our local station about crows, which said that if you feed them and befriend them, crows would bring you gifts. My emo phase came back full force, and I figured since I was furloughed and had lots of time, why not make some friends with crows? My plan worked a little too well, and the resident 5 crows in my neighborhood had turned into an army of 15. At first, my neighbors didn't mind and enjoyed it. They're mostly elderly and were in a bird watching club anyway. The fact that I had crows following me around wherever I went was funny. Lately, the crows have started defending me. My neighbor came over for a socially distanced chat with me on my porch and her in my yard. And the crows started dive bombing her. They wouldn't stop until she left my yard. Lately, the crows have started, they didn't make physical contact with her, but they got very close. Am I liable if these crows injure somebody since I fed them? I obviously can't control them. I would rather them not attack my neighbors, but since I technically created this nuisance, could I be financially on the hook for any injuries? To be clear, they're not 100% aggressive all of the time. If their neighbors are just out, they're friendly. But they only get aggressive when someone gets close to me or my property. So, to make a long story short, I called our local Audubon Society. They didn't think feeding the crows was bad and suggested that the neighbors also feed them, so they essentially become better socialized. The plan worked, and the crows are now a beloved part of the neighborhood. There have been no recent dive bombings. Most amazingly, the crows may have legitimately saved my neighbor. Our city has a pretty big ice and snow event recently. Like I said, most of the community is one of my neighbors was walking down a steep driveway and slipped and couldn't get back up. The crows started going ballistic, were making more noise than we had ever heard. A different neighbor went outside to see what was up and found the gentleman in his driveway. The neighbor is mostly okay. Needless to say, the crows have been getting some high-value food since then. See, we need to make friends with crows.
Yes. You have to make quick friends before Chris shoots them.
I have to go over there.
Or Echo chases them off.
Chris, we're making friends with the crows because Sean won't let me have a regular pet. So, I need you to not shoot at them.
Let's go over there and borrow their little dog every once in a while. They'll be happy to lend him.
But he wouldn't be mean.
So, that means less. You don't have to pay for it? Yeah. It's great. Part-time pet owner. You're overlooking many positives. You get everything you would get with a pet ownership except the negatives. Or being an aunt and an uncle is great.
Yes, that is great.
Mm-hmm. You usually get the nephew or niece when they're at their best behavior.
Do you like the lemonade?
It's a bit tart, but it's not bad. Yeah.
The strawberry isn't quite as tart.
Oh, you got a strawberry flavor too?
Yeah. I got iced tea, blackberry, lemonade, strawberry lemonade.
Oh, I didn't see the strawberry. Okay.
you see the title of the third Spider-Man movie?
No, that's not correct, is it? Is that the real one? Phone Home?
It's Tom Holland's.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, they were all Homecoming, Far From Home, Phone Home. Makes sense.
I guess kind of jumping on ET, but
Well, they can, can't they?
I guess so. They call it a home run because he's on the run, right? Would have been a good one.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball carrier. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Prescott from the gun. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he completes it to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
So the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taking it about the 1.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Haskins will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
Oilers.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Haskins on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's second down.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19.
Gain of 11 on the play.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Second down.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Bears 6, Oilers nothing.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
56 to Mike, boys. 50 to go kill. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 37. Check 37. Check. Go 46. Under. 6. Mike's 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Prescott now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
58, right over there. Mike, 58.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Now Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go,
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack. Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
58, boy, 58, 58. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now it's Haskins. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Houston.
Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Complete to number 34. 4 yards on the pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
20-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A handoff as they run the counter play. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on first.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the curve.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs, as the first half is winding down. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The 22-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Chicago.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 19-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards on the ground.
First down, Oilers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Haskins. Haskins hit and he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
It's third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
2-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. On second and goal, Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They go play action now. Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. He coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Brings up third and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
9-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Prescott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense.
Prescott to throw it. He'll find Miller. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 1, Haskins. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Oilers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, Houston.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's Prescott. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I don't think you got it, son. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go ahead. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Push him back. Push him back. Kill. Go. Get out there. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's go, Javi.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 56. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56. Mike 56.
Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch out.
And again, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, 4 down. Run. 58 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the 26.
Prescott yet again. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
He was taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 45, come on. Check 45.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.